yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. It's a feedback day. Jack, what's going on? How we feeling today? I gotta put on my teaching voice. Oh, there's my teaching voice. Yeah. Sexy podcast voice. Engage. We're gonna warm up some guitar hands as we wait for everyone to slowly join in if they're ready, and then we'll jump right into the feedback. I'm doing very good. I had a bit longer of a sleep today, which was pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh. Are you ready for your feedback? Are you in college? Oh, nice. The old skipperoonie of college. Yeah. Sometimes I used to skip my Berkeley classes. And I used to play lots of World of Warcraft. Those were the days. Those were the days. There's a college for making guitars? Oh my god, that is so cool. I need to Google this. What is it called? I'm so fascinated by that. A college for playing guitar. For building guitars. That is I know of people who like do college, like they have like a school for it, but I didn't know. Oh, you in New Jersey, dude. Oh, in England. Oh, nice. I was like, I swear Newark is New Jersey. I remember Newark, New Jersey whenever I was there. But yeah. Okay, let's have a look. I want to what's it called? Guitar making college. Making college Newark. Is it Roberta Verne? School of Luthery? Course details. This might be it. School of Instrumental Crafts. Oh, there we go. Newark College. Dylan, what's up? It's a feedback session today. We're doing our first monthly Q&A for the school. Oh, this is cool. Musical instrument craft, guitar making and repair. Wow. Honestly, sometimes I just really think that they should do kinds of stuff like this. Because, oh wow, so you learn everything between like guitar, you learn a bit of piano and violin and stuff. Wow, that's fancy. This is the most fanciest thing I've ever seen for something that every person that's ever repaired my guitar has been the least fancy person ever. They're usually very sweaty and they need to get a haircut. Is my experience with guitar techs. But that is it. All right. Okay, well, let's jump right into it. So today is the monthly Q&A feedback session. Is the screen looking good for you guys, or do I need to move it out a bit? And do I need to sit over here a bit? Maybe I need to do that. Is that better? Can you guys see everything that's going on there? And then we can now engage. Ooh. Michael Moore is effing good. Let's go, Michael Moore. So today's feedback, if you're part of the online music school, which we have, your comment's coming up fresh. Yeah, I just saw your comment then. I don't know if the other ones were, but maybe you're saying naughty words. Errol, what's up on TikTok? All right, so today we have an online music school. It's free. All the content on it is free. If you want to join as a member, this is what you get. You get to participate in the monthly Q&A. And this is where I give feedback to students and their performances and stuff. This is a low scale version of what we do inside my mentoring community, which we do this. F is next to G. well, Michael, I like that. So this is a chill version of what we do in my mentoring community, where everyone hops on Zoom every week. And so we just want to give you guys a bit of a taste of that inside the main school, because there's some people who definitely can't afford it, and we want to make sure that they continue to improve their music. Shout out to Aniru, who keeps putting in hard work and improving all the time and always trying to win. So basically, you guys just post your videos in here, and I'm going to give you feedback, and let's get the ball rolling. The way we rank it is by levels. So whatever your level is in the community, see I'm level 6, that's the person who goes first. And I asked everyone if they had advice on how I could grow my hands longer, and no one seemed to take it seriously, so I'm quite disappointed. But if anyone has feedback on what I can do to make my fingers bigger, so that I can play really cool John Mayer stuff, I would appreciate it. Please let me know, and that would be fantastic. All right, so we got a 3, we got a 5, we got 2 5s. 2 5s. All right, we'll start with Aniru, because Aniru is a vibe, and we love Aniru, and he always keeps trying. And big fingers equals pickup man. Is that what it is, Tommy Ray? I just got to play pickup man, and then I can do it. Okay, so we're gonna listen to Aniru. Aniru, you have let me down by not letting me know in the description what you need help with by just throwing up a YouTube video. It doesn't really help me because I can't really criticize it, but we have a bit of a rapport because I've seen a lot of your videos, so I kind of know where you're going with it. And so I'm hoping that this video shows your excellent timing, because you should have been working a lot on your metronome use and click track use. So let's hear it. All right. So he does lots of instrumental guitar stuff. So and he says hello there. So Aniru's saying hi to the stream. I just want to say I'm very, very proud of you, Aniru, because when you started this journey of like posting your content, your mixes were not that good. Like, they were kind of all over the place. There was distortion, things like that, but it is so much better now. And he's even using panning, because like just then I could hear this new like nylon sounding string come through that was coming into my right ear. So fantastic job, like huge level up in production. So I'm curious, did you use Ableton? Simon, you're part of the mentoring community. You're in the better one than this. You don't have to post here. This is for everyone in the online music school, but if you want to post here as well, you can. But I'm going to prioritize the online music school people first, because you guys get to hang out with me on Zoom. You know, but you want to? Okay, sure. So you're going to hang out with me on Saturday. You're like, but more is better. Whatever. I'm keen. Whatever you want to post, post. Cool. All right, before I get the, so we got Fatco jumped in, Fat Pat jumped into the chat. What's up? Tommy jumping in. Tommy J, how are you doing? John Schwieger, what's up? Okay, so you just got to the stream. John, are you in our online music school? So just share as a comment, like go into the online music school and type a comment and share your video in here, and then I'll watch it. You've got time because there's a few videos we're going through first. So definitely, if you want me to give you feedback, do it like that way. That's the best way. So just get to our online music school and then type it in the comment. If you're not a part of it, you can just join on the free trial and comment, and then just cancel the subscription. If you want, I don't care. Okay, so Aniru, this is huge. This is massive progress. You basically are getting way better with your timing, and I'm really proud of that. Like, that's huge. Because for you, it's been a massive problem. And when you decided to play in a certain time, you kept in time, and I'm very stoked for that. Last part hit. Now, the one thing we're going to talk about composition for you right now, because I know you're getting more and more into composition. There's not like a, I'm going to listen again, maybe because it's wrong, I'm wrong, but I will always double check. I always try to listen twice. Okay, cool. Okay, so it sounds like the motif is quite long. Now, the key to an amazing composition is a strong motif. So if you're going to just be like, if you're just improvising, kind of do what you want. But I mean, when I say kind of improvising, no, actually, I recant that statement because I don't think that's going to serve you. But what you need to be doing is you need to find motifs that are really strong, and you need to listen to music that has motifs that are really strong. What I mean is that it's like a hook, it's a melody. It's something that like that is just like you just can't not hear it in your head. Like I can't sing the melody back to you right now. So if I can't sing the melody back to you right now and I've listened to it twice now, then you don't have a strong hook. I can think like da, 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 but I don't think that is really being featured there. If you were going ba, na, na, ga, na, da, na, ba, da, ba, na, na, da, da, ba, da, 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 I don't know, like that would be creating a motif, or like creating like a hook. Something that you can repeat that can hook into someone's ear. If you're doing the mistake that every guitarist makes when it comes to composition is they listen to other guitarists. Guitarists are not the people that you need to be listening to when it comes to writing great motifs. The people that wrote great motifs that are the best are songwriters. You want to listen to a great motif? Go listen to the Beatles and extract vocal melodies. Break down what is the vocal melody that these best songwriters are doing, because they are the best. Okay? Back in like 1500s, 1700s or whatever like that, those people that were writing the best hit songs were people like Beethoven and, you know, Bach. I'm trying to think of another person. There's another one who's super famous. I always forget his name. I mean, there's Vivaldi. Like, there's all the... That's Vivaldi, I believe. So back in the day, those were the guys that were writing all the great melodic hooks. And then early, like, you know, early like 1900s, you know, you had jazz musicians and like the American songbook songwriters. They were writing great melodies, but it evolved. And now we're getting to an era where it's like the best songwriters are these people that are writing pop music stuff. So go in and extract the melodies that they're doing and see what they're doing behind the chords. You want to go in and take these melodies out, and immediately, if you do that over the next month, and you start, like, at least if you do one song, like you pick one pop song and look at what the melody is doing over the chords, and then extract those chords and then write a new instrumental song using those tricks, I can guarantee it will crush. Mozart was number one for like 189 weeks straight. Mozart, that's it. Oh my God, how did I forget Mozart, bro? That's so bad. Going to music college and I forgot Mozart's name. Wow. Yeah, Mozart was number one. I think it was more than 189 weeks straight. And he had to do the real grind, man. Like all these people in this kind of like, all these people in this day and age, they don't know. You know, back in his day, you had to hop in a cart with a horse, and then you had to have your sheet music, and you had to, you know, sell your sheet music out of your rucksack to a bunch of people that like were going to play the piano in their home. And then there was like 10 people that were going to sit around the piano and be like, oh my God, look at this. No, I think that's Beethoven was deaf. Mozart was the druggie. Mozart was like the straight up rock star. Mozart was like, yo, let's get smashed and party. Yeah. And then if you got signed back in those days, like to get signed back in those days was like the biggest win. When a king or some form of royalty or nobility was like, yo, I'm signing you. You are my court musician. That's when you made it. And like, that was the real grind, you know? And if you played a wrong note in those rooms, oof, those guys had swords and they will cut your fingers off. Anyway, yeah, talk about a hard grind for music. And people complain that it's like, oh, people aren't watching my YouTube videos or people aren't watching my SoundCloud. It's like, talk about grind back in the 1700s and 1800s. Yeah. Anyway, we got sidetracked. But composition wise, anyway, that's what we want to do. We want to go and look at songs that are really, really good. Look at pop songs. I would recommend, or if there's songs that inspire you that are really great. Then extract those melodies. Tommy Emmanuel is a really, really amazing person to learn this from, because Tommy Emmanuel, he extracts melodies like a boss, and then he turns them into full arrangements. So, and then because he knows how to do that and he knows the melodies so well, when he's composing his own songs, they just sound really, really good. Because he's not like, oh, I'm going to learn how to just figure this out on my own. He's like, well, no, I've just played like 20 Beatles songs and I know exactly what the melodies are doing over all the chords because I've rearranged everything. And then when he goes to rearrange his own, like when he makes his own music, it's always going to sound really great because he's like, you've learnt from the best. And like the Beatles, arguably from a certain era, were the best. They crushed, and they still, like, their music still holds today. And so, like, why wouldn't you go through and learn how these guys wrote melodies over the certain chords so that you can then extract them into your own music? So that's what I would recommend, first step for you right away. This month, the next songs that you're going to write and record and release, definitely listen to another song. And even if you have to copy the other song and be like, I'm going to write my own version of Yesterday by the Beatles, and then just like alternate the melody and the chords slightly, and then rewrite your own way of doing it, like how you would do it. That's a really great exercise. But the mixing, you're just getting so much better at mixing. I'm really proud of you. One thing I would suggest here is start taking away reverb. Reverb on an acoustic guitar is a sign. I mean, it's a sign for me that it's like you're not getting great tone out of your guitar. And we want to start bringing that stuff out first. You want to start getting clearer and clearer. Reverb is an amazing effect. And when beginners use reverb, it kind of hides a lot of what mistakes you're making, slips on the guitar, the clarity of the note. So same thing with like vocals and everything like that. The less reverb you can use is the better. Don't say that you love your reverb. I mean, look, we all love reverb. It has to be used correctly. I think I even use a bit too much reverb. And so it's like, but it depends on how you're consuming it. So like I'm monitoring and I find that having a bit more reverb makes it feel more natural for me when I'm singing live. But that's what I would suggest, is start taking away some reverb. There's like reverb and there's a bit of delay. So whatever it is that's making it super, super spacey, I know that you might want to think it's like prosody in the sense that it's connecting to everything. But it's like, it's not going to serve you. But I do have a song, my God. Let me see if I can find this song. Anya, number 5, guitar maybe. No. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my mom. I'm gonna text my mom. Hold on a sec. My mom has this. I can't remember what the song is called. What's the name of the instrumental album you played with piano and guitar? Oh, something just happened. What the fuck just happened? Did you guys just hear that? What the fuck was that? Oh, did somebody just sign up to something? Oh my God, is that the sign up noise if you sign up to school? Oh, what? I missed it. Someone must have signed up. Okay, I'm gonna try and find this song for you, Aniru, but basically that's it. Like, you want to get into the melody writing. Michael Moore just signed up. What's up, Michael? Thank you for signing up. That is so cool. Wow, that just like blew my mind. That's very, very cool. You are the first person on stream to sign up with a cha-ching. So welcome to our school. And you can post a video of your playing now if you want, and I'll give you feedback. But yeah, so anyway, that's how I think about it. Just get into the composition, remove some reverb, and then the next thing I would do, I think that's enough. I think your timing has gotten so much better, and I don't want to give you too much to do over the month, but if you just listen to songs and then extract the melodies and then start working on that and then see how your compositions evolve, I reckon that'd be amazing. If you could do at least one song like that, I would say like pick a Beatles song like Yesterday or, Day Tripper or something like that. Any of the hit songs. Any song that is a hit, just look at it. Even rap songs. I mean, I'm going to far out. Actually, has anyone watched the Tim Henson? Okay, like, this is what I mean by like writing great melodies. Like, steal great songs. This is a song by Kendrick Lamar. Is it Kendrick Lamar or is it I don't know if it's Drake or it's Kendrick Lamar. But if you listen to this, you've got the backing and listen to how he phrases every melody. So he's already like riffed on the same melody multiple times. That note. So now you can see better. And now he's going to do a whole, like, he's going to do his own melodic thing over the top of the Drake's rap. And Drake's rap is really, really good. And getting all of the really, really cool rhythmic phrases that a rapper does, you'll hear how he extracts it.
5:30, the car missing. Is this what you call distance? Throwing stones in a glass prison. Cuss me out at our last visit. Mad dizzy, we drunk, past limit. You tripping in public, that's bad business.
So see how clever that is? Really, really good. This is one of the best guitarists in the world, Tim Henson. He's a beast. He's so good. And he does this. This is literally, I mean, content for him, but it's an exercise that any guitarist can do. So just take a song and extract it and take the juice out of it and see what you can come up with. And then when you go to other things that you do, that's how you build libraries of licks and libraries of really, really cool phrases and things like that. I do this all the time.
We crash out, but you calling it passionate. You want the whole thing, but you scream when I'm laughing. And we too much for us. Everybody except for us. I don't know what's left of us. Why the devil keep testing us? Trying to write what's left of us. Trying to write what's left of us. We still why connected us. I agree with the Reddit subs. Everything they read it was. Everything they said it was. Number one, you bet it was. Better not forget it was. Either way, we get it done. You know it was, you know it is, you know the kid, you know we did it, but so it is. 10-10, it's a high chance, she gon' go with it, she gon' forward it. Step aside, I'ma go again, I'ma break the walls, we be going in. Pump, pump, yeah, the old man got a folding up, got a screaming, I can't take it.
So good. So, like, that's what I mean, Anirudh. If you're gonna get into guitar and you wanna take this seriously, you gotta, like, if that's what the best people do, you should do that. Don't go down the road of you think you're gonna figure this out on your own, because you're not. I'm telling you, that's just a way to burn time. Go to where the best people are and extract what they do, reverse engineer what they do, because if you can do what they're doing, like the mindset of how they're thinking, if you can start incorporating that into what you do, you will get ahead way faster than anyone. Like the fact that you're in the school is already like, you're going to beat, like, you're saving like 5-10 years on your time, because I'm just going to like be like, don't do these mistakes. Just this advice of like, hey, go and look at these melody things. No one told me this when I first started playing guitar. They were like, go practice your scales, do the exercise, let's learn this song. It's like, no, like you need to do this stuff. This is the juice. This is the stuff where like, if you want to sound melodic and you want to sound like a real, like you've got presence on the guitar, that's the things that you do. Anyway, so that's the best example I could give you of that. And it's crazy because Tim Henson just did it, and I saw it the other day and I was like, that was awesome. Anyway, moving on. Congrats, Anirudh, and very, very excited for you to finish your he's just gonna obviously release this on Spotify, so that's wicked. Just keep pumping out the tunes, bro. All right, we got Luke. Is Luke in the chat right now? Luke's numero deuce. Maybe I said that wrong. That sounded wrong when I said it. Oh wait, I need to double check. I need to redo this. Wait, so okay. Oh, so you guys posted them here. Oh, sorry, I should have been clear. You got to post them in the thread of the monthly Q&A session. If you guys can quickly just do that, put it in as a comment. Go to the monthly Q&A, put it as a comment, because then I will like timestamp where the feedback is, and then I'll give it to you so that you can always come back to it whenever you want, because usually live you might forget what I said, and it's annoying to go through a whole live stream to find where it is. So that's what I'll do for you guys. All right, Luke, let's hear. Just was recorded for my brother, so view it as a bit poop. All right, let's have a listen, dude.
She said, all I can hope for is for me to get better, 'cause all I can take is no more. Now we're winning back again, we'll be lovers, best friends. He won't need no other woman like he did way back when he was with me.
All right, so I think what you were asking for Will I ever find it natural to strum an electric guitar? If you play lots of acoustic guitar, no. It's the thing with the electric guitar and the strumming, and I love how you post this, Luke, because I'm like, dude. Again, Luke's part of our mentoring community, so we hang out all the week, every week. So it's funny that he's posting in here today. But the trick, especially when there's a little bit of distortion, because if you go like on an electric, you just got to be way more careful where you're going on your picking hand. Your picking hand can't be chill. The picking hand has to be like straight up perfect. When you're not perfect, but like you need to be like not kumbayaing at all. And be very intentional in the notes. And so that's all it is. To be natural on electric strumming, you've just got to be more conscious. Whereas on an acoustic, it just sounds nice to get more open strings. And then also you can incorporate muting. So like there, I've got my third finger kind of like sitting over on the muting that, and then my pinky is muting the B string. So if I do it like that, and then that's how you can be like more energy. But that's the only thing I would say. To get natural on the electric, you got to kind of mute strings, or you got to be really on with the where you're positioning your hand. But yeah, you put your vid in there. You think you did it right? All right. But yeah, man, I really like that telly though. That telly is my vibe. I like it a lot. That color is very cute.
When back again, we'll be lovers, best friends. He won't need no other woman like he did way back when he was with me.
Like there's something in that is throwing me off. So you go capo third. You're doing like a... What is it? I can't see it. So it's a... Why does my guitar sound weird? Are you tuned? You must be tuned differently. Yeah, that one is just like, if you're gonna, maybe if you're trying to get that, oh, you're doing some weird ass tunings right there, dude. I feel like you're just trolling me today. That's a straight up troll. But if you're gonna be trying to get those open strings, oh man, I can't do it with this. Man, I feel like I've been bamboozled by Luke. But say I was going to do something similar, like something like that. So what I'm doing right there to try and calm down the distortion with the open strings is I will very lightly bring in my palm. Super light to calm it down. And it's quite hard on an electric to make it really feel nice, because the acoustic will really lend itself for like nice strumming, whereas the electric kind of just doesn't. The electric is just really great for getting like nice big chords. So I like kind of open it up. It's kind of like a drum hi-hat, like yeah. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the strumming of electric. It's really hard for it to be as natural. It's incredibly hard for it to be as natural as an acoustic. But that's because they just have their different place in the guitar world. But cool song. And if that's in some alternate tuning and you're just trolling me super, super hard, appreciate you. Well played. Well played, sir. Okay. Next on the list. All right, John posted a bit. Yeah, you crushed it, John. That's exactly how you need to do it. Amazing. Okay. We've done the 5s. Any 4s? No, we're on the 3s. Okay. Let's go to Steven. Steven. Oh, dude. All right. Is that Squire a 40th anniversary telling? I don't know. Maybe we need to we need to send him a message and be like, "Yo, Luke, get on right now and talk to us." But let's have a. I already don't like Steven. He's got a guitar that I want. I'm rude. Let's go. Dude, that's wicked. Okay, so this is Steven, are you in the chat right now as well? Because that was wicked. So this is, so let me just have a look here. Ah, so this is a backing track. Okay, cool. So I was wondering where you were getting the melody from. So it sounds like you're copying the piano part. Or is there an actual guitar solo? Oh, dude, this guy crushes. I like it. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming that's where you're getting your inspiration. Is this one all pure improv? Okay, cool. So the only things that I would say here, because the improv stuff that you're doing is fantastic. Like, I love it. You're connecting to the track, you're listening to the groove. Like, the really, really important things, you're doing all the important things. And then you're coming in and you're like getting your slides in nice and clean. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. And you're doing little slips there on the slide. That's great. And then your bends, they're hitting all the right notes. The only thing that I think based on the other video I saw of you and then the video that you're doing right here, is the hard stuff, the faster stuff that it looks like you want to do it, but your hands don't seem ready for it. So all I would say for that, like to get that, is turn them into exercises. So like, if you want to actually like seriously improve really, really fast at your improvisation, what I would do is I would go and I would look at the solo that you did. And then I would look at any of the stuff that you play that you really like, that is hard, and I would turn them into a guitar exercise. So I think you do more of them over here. Like that part, you could just turn that into a straight up, I don't even know, hold on a sec, actually, I think this guitar might be out of tune. No. Slightly. Sorry, this flood weather that's been happening is creating mad guitar changes. So you got... whatever it is there. What is that? What's that lick you're doing there? Where is it? Whatever that lick is that you're doing there, I would turn that into a guitar exercise. Or whatever it is there. And I would do that over and over again, really, really slow. Anytime I come up with like something cool that I'm like, oh my God, that was wicked, I go back and I'm like surgical about like, nail that. Because once you come up with something cool, you need your hands to catch up on it. So if you come up with a cool idea and you're like, oh, wicked, you go back and you turn that into a guitar exercise. But stuff like that. Like that's really, really great playing, because that's a really hard thing for people to get into their improv. They will want to just be like, they just want to keep moving through scales, but you're really getting the groove down. So like that little ascending line, that line can be like, it seemed not fully in control. And so that's where little parts like that, you can go back and be like, what did I do there? And then you clean it up. And then the next time that you go to improvise, that's a very clean lick, and then you evolve with it. Like there, I think there you had like a John Mayer, like, you wanted, I think that's where you were wanting to go. So there, if you want to do something like that, where is that? Where is it? Whatever it is there. You would just turn that again into an exercise. Literally every idea that you might have that you think is cool, that you did not crush in this moment, turn into an exercise. Like just like a small little phrase. Like that. and then it just then you start to have that like locked into your vault of cool shredding ideas is like how I like to think about it. But I will navigate my improvisation exactly like that. I look back at the clips that I do where I'm just like shredding and having fun during the stream, and there'll be little nuggets that I pick out and I'm like, ooh, that was a cool lick that you did, Lil One, and for some reason I wouldn't be able to do it again. And so one thing lately that I've been getting quite good at recreating is one time in the stream I did like a I'm starting to extract like these sixths, I think it is. Those kinds of ones. And like being able to phrase them quite well in the solo, like. And so I've been trying to get better at extracting those out. So that's exactly what I would do. And if you do that with your improvisation here, I think you can kind of that would be like the building up of the technique without having to like do you play on your PC Tone King Imperial Neural DSP. Yeah, nice. Oh, look at these guys talking about tone. Nice. Yeah, so that's how I would recommend you do it. It's just pick out the parts that are really great and then turn them into exercises, and then they will build up. And then once your technique builds up, then you crush it. Alternatively, you can go and get other songs that, like, if you feel like, oh man, I have these ideas that like I want to get these faster licks out, but I can't get the faster licks out. Find songs that have the faster licks in them, like a really great John Mayer solo or something like that, and then turn that little part into an exercise. The one thing I don't want you to do, 100% do not do, is try to play fast without doing this. And secondly, don't do exercises. Like, exercises themselves are not the thing that you need to do. It's taking music either that you creatively come up with or has already been successful, like a John Mayer solo or BB King solo or something like that, and then turning those into exercises. The concept of grinding on something and working and practicing really hard, that is totally fine. In guitar world, we called it shedding, but doing it based off like just like a guitar worksheet, that is not what I want you to do. So either make it something creative that you come up with, or like these licks that you have here that you just need to slightly clean up, turn those into exercises, or take like a John Mayer solo, but like don't take like the whole solo, just take the one point that you're like, oh man, I love this little lick on like, I'll give you the biggest example, like stuff that, little things that inspire me. There was a country solo that like completely changed so much of my playing. Like that, I was able to get a bunch of these really cool licks out now. So the actual solo itself is. So really, really cool lick, but that, and then he does it. And as soon as I started playing this, I became way more country. I was able to do a bunch of that stuff. Anytime I saw an opening to do something like that. So you can see how I just like took essences of that solo that I learned, and then I was like, oh man, where can I play this everywhere on the fretboard? And then that's what I would do. Chattahoochee, yeah, that's the Chattahoochee solo by Brent Mason. It's so cool. And that opening like major pentatonic lick that he does, anytime I play a 4 chord, I can just like rip that out, and it's just like I sneak that in. We don't have to reinvent the wheel on some of these licks. You can just kind of do that. But I think that would be your approach. If you were wanting to improve your improvisation really, really well, like a lot better than what you're doing now, that's what you should do. 100%. It's just take these parts that feel like you know it. Like you'll know the parts that you're like, that's not as good as I wanted it. Turn it into an exercise. Just try and recreate it as like an exercise, and then do that over and over and over again, and then play over this jam track again, and then just rip into it and crush. And it'll do so well. Trust me, so well. All right, boom. Who is next? So we did Steve. Who's another level 3? All right, we got Deco. Want feedback on your writing, singing? Tom, I trust you. I mean, look, and again, it's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Like anything you hear me do, this is just all I'm telling you is what I would do, and that is either right or it's wrong for you. See new comment. Oh, yep, John, Michael, boom, nice. Everyone's jumping in. Okay, let's have a listen to this. So we got these tender lines. You tell me to keep up the sanity. Now I'm stuck between the wrong and right. Try my best to sidestep a fight. Don't call me when you're drunk. Call me when you're high. Don't call me just when you like. We want against the leave becoming better man. Oh, you lie. Okay.
Alright, this song is called Tender Lies.
Okay.
Tender lies, you're telling me to keep the sanity. Now I'm stuck between wrong and right, trying my best to sidestep a fight. Don't call me when you're drunk. Don't call me when you're high. Don't call me just when you like, because I'm learning, doing what I can, slowly becoming a better man. Oh, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Why you always lie? You lie, you lie, you lie. 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 You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie.
Okay. Well, this is a vibe. Okay. Boom. So he says he's got the chords here for me too as well to make my life easier. So he goes F major shape, do a bar G7 to a C major 7. So he's got a capo on the 5th fret. Oh. So he's doing capo on the 5th. All right, cool. Okay. Well, for starters, I like, so you started on a 4 chord, go to a 5 chord, and go to a 1, which is great because you're starting in uncomfortable place. So writing wise, that's great. The only thing that I have here is it doesn't have like a structure, which is something that it's either I'm not sure, is this song finished? Because unless this is kind of like you're still writing it. What I would like to do is like see if you can find a way to figure out what it is that you want to be the chorus, because it feels like the way that you do you lie, feels like a post-chorus or like an outro to the song, which obviously when we heard it as an outro. But here,
Listen to lies you're telling me.
I wonder if you could style it. You lie, you lie, you lie. You did like a finger picking thing, and I wonder if you could start the song with these eternal lies. Tell to me.
To keep the sanity.
The part here, it sounds like there's lots of ideas, but there's no like exact place that we want to put everything. And I think that's what you're missing here in this song. But that being said, I don't know TikTok songwriting. When I say this, there's people that are posting content on TikTok where it's just like this, and there's no that. There's just like go, and there's no real connection to a bunch of other parts. Now, so that's when I call it TikTok writing, because it's just like these people who are just like no big chorus, no big like connection to verses, no anything really. And so that's kind of what it feels like. It's kind of like you're going through. So if that's exactly what your intention is, then you crushed it. Because if it's just meant to be like a 2-minute song where it's just like a soundbite of like, hey, let's have fun, and you wrote this, then sweet. That's great. But if you are wanting to find a way to make this song really, really stand out, you need to find out what kind of structure you want to make. Like you want to have like a verse, then a chorus, then a verse, then a chorus, and make it clear as possible. So that is my first part here, because it's quite hard to figure out what you would want out of the song based on what you've already given. Is this so? This Simon's saying that's how most songs are being written nowadays. Well, I wouldn't say that's how songs are being written nowadays. The songs that are being written by like a younger generation of, I would like to think of it as like it happens every like, this is not a like a young person kind of thing. I'm saying, oh, the young people these days are doing it. It's like, no, this is like a trend that happens every like it happens every like 10, 15 years. And what they do is, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really liked Rick Beato's like idea of songwriting, but hear me out. So this happens all the time. Everyone goes through cycles of like the music industry will make music more complicated, and then a generation of new musicians and writers will come through and absolutely demolish that. And so during like the 70s or whatever, you had all these bands that were writing prog music like Genesis, Toto, all this stuff. And then you had bands come out at that time that absolutely crushed, like The Clash, Sex Pistols, things like that. You had the Beatles, then you had like the Sex Pistols and all that stuff. I'm just being very general in what's going on, but that's what happened. These guys that were writing really complicated music had like, it's like the dark side and the light side. So depending on what you think is the dark side, you pick. But you would have like this yin and yang of music where there was like this complicated music, but everyone was always hearing this like, I'm tired of like, your brain has to think quite a lot when it's hearing this music, like great lyrics and great harmonies and all that stuff. That requires a lot of thinking. And then when you just hear like a Clash song and it's just like, I love this simple stuff. This is great, you know. And we had like the era of punk music that came out, like, you know, you had like a crazy R&B arrangements that were going through in like the 2000s, and then you had like punk music. And so it's like, and bands like Simple Plan, and then you've got bands like Nickelback, and like it happens all the time. But the big but that happens here, even though the songs sound simple, they are actually quite nuanced. Like, the simplicity of the song does not mean that you can't make it harder for people to follow. So that would be like the first thing, that right now, if you're going to write songs, you really need to think, okay, this is my purpose of what I want. Like, so if the song is Tender Lies, I'm like, I got my idea of Tender Lies. I need to find a way. One, for starters, you need to find what's going to be your chorus, because you want people to sing the song. And already it sounds like you lie, you lie, you lie. Why do you always lie? And then you could go into the next verse. So you could be like, these tender lies you tell to me, keep saying, now it's stuck between wrong and right. Oh, you lie, you lie. Oh, you lie, oh, you lie. Why do you lie? And then you go, try my best to sidestep a fight. Don't call me when you're drunk, don't call me when you're high, don't go when you like. Because I'm learning, I'm doing what I can, slowly becoming a better man. Oh, you lie, oh, you lie. Or whatever you want to do. So that's how I would look at this, you know? I would be like, okay, you've got your section, and then separate the sections, and then go into your chorus, and then go into another section, and then go into a chorus. That is one way to approach this. That's how I would clean this up, because sometimes when people are writing simple, like, especially when you're writing a song and you're wanting to like make it as simple as possible, it really does come down to like, you want people to connect to your music as fast as possible. So if you bring in You Lie, you could even do it in the start of the song. There's an amazing song that absolutely crushed the charts in country music, and it was, last night we let the liquor talk, I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. And like, he opens with his chorus straight away, and then he goes into his verse. So then the second time you hear the chorus, it absolutely crushes. And then you hear the next verse, and then he crushes again with the chorus, and it's like, ah. Oh. And so that's one way to set it up. You could set it up, you could be like, you could start with you lie, oh, you lie, dun dun. And then you go into like a finger picking thing, or like some chill thing. These tender lies you telling me to keep the sanity. Now I'm stuck between a wrong and right. And then you go, you lie, you lie, you lie. Probably not. Actually, I don't think it would work for this song. But I really reckon if you went, these tender lies you tell to me to keep the sanity. Now I'm stuck between wrong and right. You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Why do you lie? And just do like one chorus, like a one little chorus there. And then try my best. Then try my best to sidestep a fight. Try my best to sidestep a fight, because I'm learning. I wonder here if the structure. Try my best to sidestep a fight. Don't call me when you're drunk. Don't call me when you're high. Don't call me just when you like. And then you could say, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Why do you always lie? And then you can make this like your last little verse, because I'm learning, doing what I can, I'm slowly becoming a better man. And you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Don't talk to me because you always lie. And you could just end the song that way. Yeah. I think that might be a cool way to approach this. You could just let me know if you think that's a cool way, and you can see when you write it. But structurally, if you did it that way, like, these tender lies you tell to me to keep the sanity, now I'm stuck between wrong and right. And then you just say, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, why do you lie? And then you go, I'm trying my best to sidestep a fight. Don't call me when you're drunk, don't call me when you're high, don't call me just when you like. Because you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Why do you always lie? And then your last verse, because I'm learning, I'm doing what I can, slowly becoming a better man. And you lie, you lie, you lie. Don't call me because you always lie. And then bam. That would be like, that's where you, when you're tying to tender lies, which is like, you know, the title of this, like these tender lies, like they're tender for you because you're trying to connect with this person, but they're always lying, but you're trying to evolve as a person, and then they're always lying. That's how I'm seeing it. Now, I don't feel that when I just see you just going through it. It just sounds like you're not really like hitting us. So if you try it that way, structurally, just moving the lyrics around like that will give you so much more weight. I don't know, for everyone else in the chat, do you guys feel the weight of the song hitting you harder when you hear you lie, you lie, you lie every time? And then every time we get another example of why they're lying and making our life harder. And then by the end of it, we're just like, I'm just done. These tender lies, they're done. Get out of here. And so that's up to you how you would approach that. And then you can obviously end the song with, you know, you lie, you lie, you lie. And by the time, like say you're performing this in front of people, you could just be like encouraging them to sing you lie. And you lie, you lie, you lie. You could get that, like, turn into a sing-along at the end. But by then, they would have heard you lie, you lie, you lie so many times that they're like, oh, this is really easy to sing and really easy to jump into. But hopefully that helps you. But that's what I would do. The chords that you've chosen are great. I mean, I was kind of like thinking that maybe there might be a minor chord, because Tender Lies does kind of like lend towards like at least having a minor chord in there. But the fact that you start with the 4 chord, which is that F shape, a 4/5 means like you got a little bit of tension, lots of tension, and then you resolve, but you're always going back to the starting point of tension, is a really, really great way to do the chords. And so like whether you did that intentionally or not, that's a fantastic way to do it. You thought he had good engagement? Yeah, in his video when he was performing, because he posted like his whole gig one time, and Decker, you do so well with the crowd. So that's what I was saying. Like, if you write the song that way, to cue them, they get one chorus of You Lie and then another chorus of You Lie, and then you smash them in the last chorus with You Lie again. You could get them to sing back to you, and with like your stage presence, you could totally get them to sing back to you and sing your song, even if they've never heard the song before. And that's the power of great writing. So, I mean, you can either do it or you don't want to do it. Like I said, I don't know like what the TikTok vibes of songwriting is. So I don't know if this is like, you know, 10 out of 10, you know, TikTok young songwriter. But if I was going to write a song that would connect with as many people as possible, that's what I would do. I would be, you know, finding the spots in the verse that you want to cut to going to a chorus, and then finish the rest of the verse and then cut to the next. You don't have to change any lyrics. Like, you don't have to add any new lyrics. You could just do it like this. You know, these tender lies, tell to me to keep standing, now I'm stuck between wrong and right. You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Boom. Now you go to your next verse. We'll be trying to be my best decisive ever fight. Don't call me when you're drunk. Don't call me when you're high. Don't call me just when you like. And then you go, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. That'll be fine. And then because I'm learning, I'm slowly doing what I can to be a better man. And then you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. And then you can like have like a closing statement of like, don't call me again because you always lie, or something. Like, you can do something like that if you wanted to. And then I think that would, I think that would structurally really keep the storyline going, and you would have a lot of room to be quite creative with your vocal melodies. This is going to open up a lot for the song. So give it a shot. And if it sucks, let me know. And if it's good, release it as a single. Anyway, I dig. Okay. So that's Decca done. All right, we're back onto our twos. Oh my God, Osman is in the house. Oh my God, I haven't seen Osman in forever. Let's go. Okay, let's listen to Jack. By the way, are you guys enjoying this? Oh, Osman's in the chat as well on YouTube. What's up, dude? Lovely to see you. Have you what was I gonna say? Oh, what do you guys think of this vibe? Because we used to do this back in the day. So this format of how we do it. This was the original format of our Feedback Fridays back like months ago, when I was testing out the feedback format for the mentor community. But obviously the mentor community still does the weekly ones, but we do it all over Zoom. So we all get to interact with each other. So I get to know each other. I get to know people more personally. Well, I think it's more fun. I mean, I don't know what you think, Luke. I think it's way more fun. Feedback's just to learn about so many different things. Yeah, that's why I think so as well. It's good. Okay, good. Now that you're getting like if you're liking it, Luke, and you're also part of the mentor community, then it's like even better. I'm like, oh, cool. That you guys getting more feedback. Yeah, you rock up every week. Yeah, but you always have like good questions sometimes. And yeah. Anyway. All right. Don't Let Me Down cover voice memo. Let's go. This feels like, I don't know if anyone feels like, this feels like this is like about to be like some like music video, like, you know, 10 out of 10 performance.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Oh, she does. Yeah, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do me, oh, she do me. Yeah, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last?
All right. So already in the first minute, I think the big thing with this one, did you just start learning this one, Jack? Is this like a new song that you just started vibing on? By the way, it's very, very cool. I really want to learn this cover. This is the Don't Let Me Down cover with Keith Urban and the John Mayer cover, right? You just started learning it? Okay, perfect. Okay, so one, it's kind of like pick where you want. Do you want to sing in this key? Because it sounds like you're jumping in on this high. Don't let me down. It's like quite high for you to just jump right into it. But when these people sing it, they've got like a whole choir and like multiple people singing as together. Wait, this was written by the Beatles, Dylan? Nah. No, this is a John Mayer song. This John Mayer and Keith Urban did a duet. I don't know where you're getting that. But yeah. So I would say if you want to get the energy of the song, up to you. You could swap the key. I know it's the Beatles. I try to trigger Dylan. Like Dylan's in my phone and in the phone, I call him Dylan Kane, the fifth Beatle. Because he's a mad Beatles fan. He's the only reason I know have one Beatles song. So I would figure out what key, if you're vibing on, you could jump in on that high note if you like to. I personally would stick to the high note. The only reason I'm giving you this feedback is like you could choose what you want to do. Some people will lower the song, but then that also makes like the verses a bit harder to sing. But this is purely your choice. I would say stick to the high notes because I would like to see you just keep challenging your voice to get better and better. And then don't let me down, don't let me down. But what I would say is focus more on your voice and less on the guitar. So there's a lot of stuff happening on the guitar straight away in the opener. So where is it? So there's a lot of fills that you're doing on the guitar, and you're not 100% certain on the rhythm that you want on the guitar. And what this does is it means you have to think about the guitar, and you also have to think about a really strong melody, and are you going to get the melody correct? And so pick one first and then nail that one and then bring the next one in. But the most important thing is just to get the chord change down exactly where you need it with the vocal rhythm, and then you will crush it. And then you can add your guitar fills afterwards. So what I would do is be like, okay, you go on Don't Let Me Down, crush that. And you're really close. And then have the chord progression right in there with the groove, with however you want it. Don't add any extra fills or anything. Make it as basic as you can. I would love to hear the most basic version of this as possible. And then really double down on the singing. Like really go all in on the singing. And then add all these cool little guitar fills that you have. And that would be like straight away off the bat, that would make the way you learn this even better. It breaks later on in the recording. I mean, this is a voice memo as well, so don't feel bad. Like, this sounds fantastic.
Don't let me down. Don't let me.
I don't even know how the chord goes. I can't remember how the verse goes. Nobody ever told me love me. Yeah, she does. Like really make it super simple. Oh yeah, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Yeah. Does that make sense? That's how I would approach singing a song. I would just be like, as basic as I can get the guitar part to be, then I would like go and fancy it up. do all the cool tricky things. Especially because I've heard the John Mayer Keith Urban one. They do a bunch of really cool fancy things in there. But that would be it straight away off the bat. I love that you're learning this song though. But lowering the key, don't let me down. You're right.
Don't let me down.
So you are singing. Maybe if you want to. Anytime I try to do like a transposition of a key, I will always try to find on the guitar. So we go. Don't let me down. Maybe if you go. No. I don't know. I'm mucking around with the keys, but I would kind of like find what you like. But nobody ever told me like they love me. No, 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 no. Because they're dropping an octave, I believe. Da, 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 da. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. And then you go, darling. Yeah, so it is an octave jump, which is rare in lots of music. Lots of music kind of keeps it within the octave, but this one is an octave jump. So this is kind of like find the key that you dig the most, Is higher better? Have you tried higher? I wonder if you've tried higher, because you posted a video of you singing and you can handle, sometimes with the vocal range, it might be that you might need to go a little bit higher so that you might find it easier to sing higher than that range there. So try that as well. But let's keep listening.
Don't let me down.
Yeah, because you can see how you're trying to fill in all the guitar parts there. I would just keep it simple that you make, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Or whatever you want to do. And then that will clean up your singing, and then you can slowly add the guitar stuff.
I'm in love.
But by the way, that guitar fill that you do is spot on, and I love that. Come on, that is the John Mayer one, right? There's no way the Beatles do that one. Do they do that one?
For the first
Maybe, honestly, my ignorance, I haven't really listened to the Beatles version.
time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever.
Oh, so it is a fill by the Beatles. Oh, well, there you go. Today I learned. I love that.
It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down.
Okay, so everything here.
It's a love that has no past.
It's a love that has no past. So it sounds like this is probably a little bit high for you, but I would swap the keys, see how it works. And with this one, just pick a vowel sound that you are really comfortable with, and then just sing that do 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 do, like get really in on the vocal melody, and just pick a vowel sound and just like fully lean on the vowel sound so you know 100%. I think this is just simply you're doing a lot, and then not everything is super clear. So it doesn't sound like you're super locked in on the groove that you want, and you're not super locked in on the melody that you want. It sounds like you're probably singing the right lyrics.
It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Man, it's so good though.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really done me, ooh, she done me. She done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Ooh, she done me. She done me good.
I know, right? He does so well. I love it. So like this is, you've just started this, man. This is great. So like, yeah, I don't know. I think check the different keys, see what's more comfortable for you. And then just really lean on the vocal. Just like sit down and practice the vocal. I reckon if you did it for like a couple of days or maybe a week, you would get it completely rocking. Just strip away things. Strip away things that might distract your vocal. Like the first thing is the sounds a bit more strained. Yeah, it sounds a bit more strained keeping it lower pitch, but it's also, it just depends because it's an octave jump. It is hard. Like this is not meant to be an easy song vocally. So I'm glad that you're trying it because it's a really good song to test your vocal on and get better at. But even if you just kept it on this key and you just sat down and turned the song into basically like your exercise for vocal like performance, just sit down and get the melody and focus through like vowel sounds of the melody and like Do-do-do-do. You, 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 you. You, 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 you. Oh, you, 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 you. Or whatever you're going to do. Pick whatever vowel sound that you feel comfortable with and just work through. So the idea is first, you want to get the vocal rhythm to be clean as hell, like absolutely clean, which I'm pretty confident you do. And then you want to get the melody super clean. Like you really know what note you're singing. There's no second guessing. There's no like, oh, I'm kind of there. I'm not. You just freaking nail it. Like you're just like, I'm 100% confident I'm going to sing the right note because I know this is the note. And if you hit the wrong, like if you sing it incorrectly, that's fine. Singing a note incorrectly is fine as long as you were going for the right note and you just didn't get it. And that's totally fine. That happens all the time. But there's, like I said, there's this like, you're thinking about guitar part, you're thinking about lyrics, you're thinking about the vocal rhythm. You're also like recording this in a voice memo. So it's like, it might trip you up. I don't think he needs to do any isolated videos because he's fantastic. But yeah, that's what I would do. If I was in your position, this would be done in like a month, easy. You would have this down for the rest of your life if you did that. Like, you don't have to change the key. I probably wouldn't change the key because it would be a fun song to really nail in this key. You go full Yoko Ono at the end of it. Do you want me to push play? Does everyone want to hear the end of this Yoko Ono? I don't even know what going full Yoko Ono means. So I'm curious. That's great. Yeah. So Up High is still great. Yeah, I think it's, dude, this is great. By the way, everyone, if you guys like what anyone does, comment on their videos what you liked about their performance. So definitely jump in the comments and comment on their stuff and be like, I love this. Now submit that Gravity voice memo. Yeah, we just saw that Gravity voice memo. Bam. But that's it. Like, it's kind of like you don't want to be fancy. Like, super simple. Just crush it. Just jump in there and just like go vocal rhythm, vocal melody, lock it in, and then just get those chord changes really, really simple to that, and then really nail that, and then start adding more bit by bit. And then you'll absolutely crush. Like that's gonna be a epic song for you to sing. Like, so cool, so cool, so cool. Anyway, I liked it. All right, who's our next level 2? John. John's in the chat. You finally got the video up. So we got Osman level 2. Oh, sneaking in at a level 5, but we'll do that. We'll do it at the end because Simon just got his video done. Yeah, hopefully it helps you, Jack. That's yeah, hook in. It's great. Like, those vocal melodies that you did were fantastic.
This is my cover of Why Georgia by John Mayer.
Why Georgia? Yes!
Cause I'm driving up 85 in the kind of morning that lasts all afternoon. Only stuck inside gloom, yeah. 4 more exits to my apartment, but I am tempted to keep the car and drive. Wanna leave it all behind.
Okay, cool. So straight off the bat, I love that you're focusing on the vocal rhythm, because straight away it sounds like you are trying to keep the vocal rhythm of the song, and that is huge. That is really, 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 really important, John. So that's massive. Are you guys talking about his guitar? What are you talking about his guitar? Has he got a really good guitar? Is that a good guitar? I don't know. It looks cool. It looks like the John Mayer guitar. And Luca, what's up? Welcome on Twitch. And we got Hunter Girl on Twitch. What up? So straight away, that's wicked. The first thing that we want to be doing is this guitar part. Anytime you're learning a guitar riff, it's OMJM 20th anniversary. Nice. Is that 8K? I don't know. That's cool. Either way, I like the guitar. So basically what we want to do is that so right now it sounds like it sounds like the timing is not fully locked in. So if you're ever going to be playing a riff-based groove, so John Mayer has many of them, Neon, Stop the Strain, blah, blah, blah. Anything that kind of has like a strong, he's using a bit of a riff that's keeping the groove. You need to nail that riff. That needs to be like second nature. And the way I would suggest you do it is I want you to sing the riff. I've been driving 85 last afternoon, and like really, really slow it down and get it super, super locked in. So you will lock in that groove and then find where all the vocal rhythms land on that riff. That will absolutely crush if you do that. Like that was straight off, right off the bat, do that. Just slow the riff down, and I would say learn to sing that riff. And if you can sing that riff, then you can go, and I don't even know how does the song even go? I'm going to watch his hands. I'm going to learn how to play Why Georgia finally by watching John. All right, so we go. So I've been driving at 85 last afternoon. Now I'm stuck inside the groove. So you can see what I just did then. I don't know how to sing the song, but right away, I am straight away going like, where are the connection points to the two chord changes to the vocal rhythm? I've been driving at 85 and I'm stuck inside the groove. And then then at that point, that's when I would start to evolve and getting more that I've been driving 85 last afternoon. I don't know what he does anyway. I'm just kind of guessing. But that's what I would say. If you can do that, slow it down and get as clear as you can with the riff, and then start adding the vocal rhythm, it'll work really well. But I'm a huge fan of like, get the vocal part down really well with the chord change, and then that will get you into the space where you can start adding the riff. And then once you can add the riff, then you're like, all right, I'm now on fire. But it's purely like It purely is muscle memory. In case you're wondering, there is no hack to this. It's just muscle memory. If you can nail the muscle memory with the vocal rhythm, those two things, the riff with the vocal rhythm, if you can do those two things and you absolutely crush it, this song completely changes and it becomes epic. Like, that is it. There is nothing else that you need to do. And like, if it means it's going to take you 10 hours to do it, it takes you 10 hours. It takes you 50 hours, it takes you 100 hours. I don't care how long it takes you to do that. Until you do that 10 to 50 to 100 hours, it will always sound out of time and it will always feel not complete. So that is the absolute number one thing that you should do. Because if you do that, it will always sound slightly off and you'll always be like, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. It doesn't magically happen. You just have to sit there and do those two things, which is get the vocal rhythm in time with the riff. And as soon as you connect those two dots, everything else magically starts working, which is amazing. It's like, it's the best thing that you can do. But a lot of people don't want to go through the nitty gritty of that. It's a really, really hard thing to do, to sit there for ages going, I've been driving, I've been driving, I've been driving, I've been driving, I've been driving. Stuck inside the groove. Oh yeah, now I'm getting it. So you can see I did it for a little bit and I was like, oh, this is making more sense.
You and I wonder sometimes about the outcome of a still verdict in this life. Alright, am I living right? Am I living right? I wanna know why. No, I, Georgia, why? I've been told, man, I fill the spaces with words and places to make you feel like home. But all I feel is lonely. Might be a cold life crisis. But all I feel is lonely. 'Cause even when I wonder sometimes about the outcome.
Okay,
of
cool.
still
I love that you're getting these notes, man. So like, okay, so really this is where you're at, John. You're doing it. You're trying, and I love this. So like, there's so many elements here that we don't even. I'm like glad that we don't have to ever go through it. So it's so good. You're already at this. You're at the point where you need to just start chipping away at like, you think of it as like a sculpture, right? And a lot of the times it's really hard for people to get the clay. They don't have the clay. And then they can't make the sculpture at all. But you already have the clay. And we just need to chip away at the different points of your singing and your playing that are going to make things like really pop out and start to really show what you want out of your music. So you're hitting notes. So we know you can hear the pitches of stuff quite correctly, which is awesome. The same thing that's happening in the chorus of the timing of the chord changes is the same thing that was happening in the verses. You just need to be surgical and do less. Do the and I want it sometimes about the outcome, and I still want it sometimes. I don't know what the chord changes are. I'm guessing them, but you can see how I just didn't do any strumming. Just get the chord change in time with where the vocal rhythm is. That's all you need to do. Just one strum. And I wonder sometimes, or whatever, about the outcome. And that's what you want to do. Vocal rhythm and just chord change. Nail that. And it will sound so good right away. If you can do it that way, you're going to hit like this listenable stage where it will be very, very good. And then from there, you just kind of like go ham. From there, that's your starting point. That will sound fantastic and keep going. Now, the singing element is similar to what we were talking about with Jack. I mean, like all these concepts, I'm going to be pretty much saying the exact same thing every time because it's tried and true and it works. And this is exactly how I do it and how some of the best musicians in the world do it. Like this is where I learned it from. Just go through each part and figure out which part of the vocal that you need to work on. Right now, it seems like you really do know the vocal rhythm of the songs. So you've got the rhythm of where you need the lyrics to go. So that's fantastic. Here, it's just about like the clarity of the melody. So you could just be like, and do 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 do, and make sure you have like what we call like a get a consonant in front of it or like a plosive, like a d or a b or a g, something like that. B, g, d, anything that you're comfortable with. Some people prefer g, some people d or b. I like d. D is good. D do 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 do. So use that to like really get the attack of the note correct and do 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 do, and be really intentional about what is the note that you're hitting and be very, very clear. Because then when you come back to the singing and playing in the guitar, and I wonder sometimes about the outcome, and then you're already there. I'm a bit more clearer in my melody. As soon as I do a little bit of that, for me, it really goes a long way for me. But for you, it might be like you have to do quite a little bit more, and then it will go a long way for you. So that's how I practice melodies. You want to, whenever you're trying to find something in your singing and playing that you want to get better at, you want to extract all distractions. You just remove all the distractions, which could be strumming, lyrics, you know, I don't know, a fan in the room or your phone next to you. Like remove all the distractions, and then you go straight in like a surgeon on that one thing. And so it's like the number one rule of like how do you be focused on something and really improve on it is just remove distraction. You don't need to be like, oh man, I'm gonna get better at this vocal, better at this vocal. And it's like, well, if you don't know what to rip out so that you only are thinking about the right thing, then it makes it really, really hard. So I would say do that. And that's pretty much all I reckon you should do over the next month. If you do that, man, you will crush it. And then you can post a video in March and let us know your progress. But post all throughout the school if you want.
In my head, don't believe me. Don't believe me.
Yeah. And then a lot of the times here you sing, you can see with your face, don't believe me. It's like you're scared of opening your mouth as well. Start opening your mouth. Don't believe me. Do it like look like an idiot. Trust me. Best thing you'll ever do in your life is opening your mouth. Don't believe me. Because to get the great tone to like build tone in your voice, it's about alternating the vowel sounds. And if you keep your mouth locked in, then you won't be able to shift the tone. Anyway, hopefully that helps. Pete Fun Toys, what's up? Yeah, dude, that would be exactly what I would do if I was you. Great job. And nice guitar. You made a lot of people jealous in the chat. All right, Osman, let's go. All right, Osman says, been a while, saw the notification, YouTube decided to record and share. I'm trying to write songs and this is the chorus and maybe bridge, not sure yet. For one of them, like to hear your opinion. Okay, Osman, if you can, put in, can you, we're not doing music today, we're doing a feedback session for our monthly feedback session. If you could you type in your comment the lyrics? It helps me out a lot for songs.
You're a star in the sky, I'm just a passerby. We just doesn't light years apart. If I could reach you, it's my arms. That's all I wanna do.
Oh, you did put it in there? Okay, hold on a sec. Let me double check this. Well, what did I just do? Oh, you changed it. Okay. Been trying to write this chorus, maybe bridge. 7 seconds, every chord is overbearing. They're good overall song. Lyrics in the description.
You're a star in the sky, I'm just a passerby. We just thousand light years apart. If I could reach you with my arms, that's all I wanna do. If you let me hold you.
Dude, that's great. Oh my god, I love that. That's fantastic, dude. And I love, did you guys hear his vocal? It's really hard to hear him because the recording's quite quiet, but.
If I could reach you with my arms, that's all I wanna do. If you let me hold
No, see, on the apart. He did this apart.
just a passerby. We just thousand light years apart.
That's really, really cool. I love that melody.
If I could reach you with my arms, that's all I wanna do. If you let me hold you. Pull me up with your gravity. Take me across the Milky Way. I wanna be your satellite till the end of time. You're a star in the sky, I'm just a passerby. We're just thousand light years apart. If I could reach you with my arms, that's all I wanna do. If you let me hold you.
Dude, this is great. This is a fantastic song. I love it. That is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, Osman. That all I would do there is, so is the song called Star in the Sky. So what I would do with Star in the Sky is I would really write down a lot of things. If you're going to be a star in the sky, and you're just a passerby to the star in the sky, that's going to be tricky. I'm trying to think. You would just have to sit down and write a lot of things about everything. Everything that could relate to being a star in the sky. A lot of these songs, because it seems like you haven't really figured out what you want the rest of it to be. So it sounds like you got a chorus. So that sounds like a chorus. You're a star in the sky, I'm just a passerby, we're a thousand years apart. If you reach you in my arms, that's all I want to do if you let me hold you. If you reach you in my arms, that's all I want to do. I would if this, sorry, I'm just thinking, I would try to find a way you're just a star in the sky, I'm just a passerby, we're a thousand years apart. If I could reach you with my arms, that's all I want to do. I would try to find a way to like tag Star in the Sky again at the end of the chorus. See if there's a way that you could find it. Like, if I could reach you with my arms, that's all I want to do. Just to hold you at my star in the sky. To reach you in my arms, that's all I want to do. Just to hold you, my star in the sky. Or something like that. Just something to like tag out the chorus. Because you're going to start with Star in the Sky and then tag it out with Star in the Sky. And then that would feel like way more of like a complete like package of a chorus. And then you can go into the verses. And so with the verses, you were trying to write how you came across the star, but it didn't work yet. Yeah, I would just write everything. And honest to God, you want to know the #1 hack for songwriters? ChatGPT, baby. ChatGPT. And you're gonna write. Can I just try it first? Thank you. All right. I wrote a song called "Star in the Sky." Can you give me 10 verse lyric ideas? Okay, here you go. Like a spark in the dark, you lit up my way, guiding me through the night, never led me astray. In the quiet room of the storm, I see you shine. In the quiet of the storm, I see you shine. My constant companion, you'll always be mine. You're like, so any of these? No. So, okay, I'm gonna make this as clear to you. There are so many things that you are going to learn as a writer from doing this. You're going to get so much, like eventually you won't need it. So the reason why you use AI is because AI replaces the guy in the room who does this. And trust me, in a lot of songwriting rooms, there's a guy who does this. There's a person specifically who's the lyric guy, who comes up with as many rhymes and blah, blah, blah. And they're all like this. Honest to God, this is replacing a human, 100%. In the writing room. But that means that when you're inspired by a song and you start writing, you are immediately jumping in on like, okay, well, how can I lean in more into this? Or like a spark in the dark, you lit my way. Guide me through the night, you never led me astray. You don't have to say exactly that. You can just be, oh, I like that. Like a spark in the dark, and then I found my way. And then we'll never be apart. And then there's something about to say. And you leave me when the day, I don't know, just like you could just, if it inspires another lyric, that's all that matters. And that's what, so in a writing room, you have like a melody guy, there's usually, I mean, guy or girl. When I say guy, it's guy or girl. So songwriting's for all. So Maui. So you have people that are good at melodies, people are good at chords, people are good at lyrics, and people blend and use their strengths with each other. When you're jumping into songwriting and you're new, use everything. ChatGPT is like a glorified lyric guy who you can be like, hey, spit out as many rhymes as you can. And then ChatGPT will be like, brrr, and then it'll give you everything. And then you'll be like, sick, I like this. And then that means you can focus more on your melodies and your chord progressions and your song structure and things like that. And you can do more of that in your songwriting. But this tool right here, that's what you do. If you're like, man, I cannot think of a verse, do this. And then it will help you, because it will be like, oh, that I could write about that. I could write about that. Because, and if you care, you're like, oh man, I didn't write my own song. It's like, well, you know, Ed Sheeran didn't write his own songs. And if you see more than one person on a writing credit, they didn't write the whole song on their own. So She's Everything wasn't written by Brad Paisley, and he still recorded it, and it was a banger. Such a good song. So like, you know, when I say they don't, like, they write their own songs, but if you're looking at the technicality of like they didn't write everything, means that they didn't write it, whether it's an AI or it's another human helping you, it's help. So you're trying to write the best song that you can within the skill set that you have. So stick with it and just do it that way. And that's how I would approach it for you. Does that make sense? But that's some feedback I would give you. But I love the melody that you have in the chorus, and then try it that way. Yeah, I give you permission to hang out with ChatGPT and write some cool songs. Yeah, ChatGPT is your friend. ChatGPT is awesome. And I don't have enough content about songwriting, because right now I don't do songwriting. Right now my goal is to do I'm trying to build a school. I'm trying to get people into the mentor community. I'm trying to build a stream. I'm trying to create this as a full-time income. But there will be a day that this becomes the full-time income, and I will have a studio at my house, and I don't have to drive an hour and a half every day to come to get to the studio. And we will be like, life will be good, and I'll be writing many songs. And so hopefully that day comes sooner rather than later. And yeah. Can I analyze the chords on the bridge? Okay. Can you just tell me what the chords are? Because it helps me better. I don't want to use my ear because my brain is like, if I don't have to use brain effort, then it'd be great because I don't have perfect pitch. I have to actually figure it out. So that
take me across the Milky Way. I wanna be your satellite till the end of time. The star.
okay, so you bridge that. Okay, cool. So you got the C dropping down to the E. That's perfectly fine. That E chord that you play there, that's what we would call a 5 of 6. So it's implying an A minor chord, which is a really, really nice chord to have in a bridge. It's fantastic. And it's going to bring that A minor. So it's acting the sol, do. Ah, Simon knows. Look at that. He's been studying secondary dominant. Simon remembers our little lesson on secondary dominance. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's called a secondary dominant. So you're doing C to an E, which is a 5 of 6, secondary dominant. And then you got your 2, 5, and then you're resolving back to the 1 into your chorus, which is fantastic. So that's great writing. Really, really good writing. I would say, like, with your chords, that's perfect. If that's what you like, if you like the sound of that, the rules with the chords, there's no like right or wrong. I mean, there is in the sense of like, don't play out of key, but you can be clever with chords and they will sound fantastic. And I think this was great. So nice job, dude. I love it. Very, very nice job. And hey, thank you guys all for posting so much. You guys have been doing so good posting in the community. They're really useful in songwriting. And once I learned about them, I started hearing them. Yeah. Yeah, when you know. Pete Fun Toys is like, sub me in, dude. Sub me in. What did you say, Luke? You're welcome. Once you go secondary dominant, you don't go back. Yeah. Classic. Okay. We didn't do Michael Moore. Let's do Michael. Okay, Colo. I'm just double checking. Okay, so we're going to our ones right now. Oh wait, so we have 2 last minute ones, which is Charmander and Simon. I'm gonna do after I do the people who have already posted. So let's go to do Mona and then we'll do Michael. Or Michael, is Michael still in the chat? If Michael's in the chat, we'll do Michael first. Michael Moore, are you in the chat? Still, maybe. Let me have a look. All right, I don't think he's in the chat. Oh, he is in the chat. All right, perfect. All right, let's have a listen. Okay, so I want to do something that modulated between Lydian and Phrygian modes. Also wanted the guitar to be more an effect than actual licks. Used Ableton. I'd like to comment on the composition. All right, let's hear it. This picture is the opposite of what this sounds like. Dude, this is sick. Okay, so like I'll give my opinion, which is not a very high opinion because I don't write music like this, and I don't have huge experience in composition in this kind of space. But if we're looking at like what are the key markers to get people into like your composition or like your soundscapes and stuff like that. One, there needs to be very subtle things that keep people interested, which you do straight off the bat. A lot of things that are like you are setting us up, because the trick, I mean, all composition follows a simple concept of tension, resolution. Tension, resolution. You can set up tension through any means of, you know, quiet, loud, fast, slow. Lots of things happening, not a lot of things happening. So in the most basic terms, you have been really, really doing well with doing those two things. Like you are creating tension and you're creating resolution. Creating tension, creating resolution. You're setting us up with something and then you're giving us a payoff at all times, which is fantastic. And then the sequence that had the boom 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 boom, like I can hear that. I can still hear that riff. And then Luke's talking about Halo, warthogs, and palm trees. Dude, yeah, exactly. I mean, like palm trees, I lie. As soon as the opening sequence started, I was like, this doesn't give me a palm tree vibes. And then as soon as I could hear that rock sequence, and I was like, man, palm trees all day. Let's go. Rocket launches everywhere. Aliens, nah. But it was fantastic. The groove was great, and I could hear the riff. And then where you were bringing in your guitar, like the alternating between the Lydian and stuff, that's not something that me or a listener is going to hear. Like maybe like a really big nerd in this space, like someone who is you. Like if someone who is you, who wants to get nerdy about like, am I alternating between Phrygian and Lydian, who is thinking that, might hear that. For us, basic humans, us peasants in the soundscape world, we basically are like, that sounds cool. And that's it. And your goal, honest to God, when it comes to anything, this goes for any writer, composer, anything, your goal is to make the dumb people go, that's cool. And they don't need to know what makes it cool. You just need to get that reaction. And the fact that you got the reaction out of so many people in the chat being like, this is sick, you did your job. So in regards to composition, that is your goal. Can you make people think it's cool? And if you can do that, you're done. Yeah, exactly. As a dumb human, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm vibing. So when it comes to composition, that's what I would look at it that way. And then I'm not your guy if it comes to like, if you want me to help you out in this place of like, how can I get like the better chord progressions, blah, 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 and all that stuff like that. Now go email Bungie. Yeah. But that's exactly how I see it. It's cool. So composition wise, that's all I would be like, man, you crushed it. I don't know what the purpose of this is. So if I knew what the purpose of this is, like if you're going to post more things like this, for me, what would it be like, because you said you modulated between the Lydian and Phrygian modes, which is cool. And comments on the composition, it would be like, okay, this is my goal. I want this goal out of this song. Do you guys feel that goal? Do you guys know, like my goal was I wanted to put you guys into a space of like there's wonder, and then I feel like a chase happening, and like there's danger and blah, blah, blah. And that's what I want in the composition. But then I want them to be like, okay, there's a small reprieve, but then the danger's still there. And like, if you were saying like, that's what the feeling that I'm trying to create, then I'd be like, wow, you crushed it. But if you've been like, you know, I want it to feel like you're sipping pina coladas and you're hanging around like a palm tree, then I would say you definitely failed. So, so like, if you can give us an idea in the future of like what the purpose of the song is, then it'll also like help us out as well. Well, help me out and being like, okay, well, if I don't know your intent, then I'm just kind of guessing, and I'll just take the best parts out of it, and I'll like the best parts. Whereas it's harder to critique outside of that. But yeah, very, very cool. Weird combo of genres. All right, let's listen to Mona. All right.
I don't wanna talk right now.
Yes, Mona. Let's go. Okay, so Mona is a bit of like, she's a bit of royalty because Mona is she's MVP. She made me a Sneaky Beats bracelet once, which is really cool. And she is the loving better half of our bass player in the band. So we love Mona. And so she's getting into singing, stage presence. It was very last minute, got to go to an open mic, trying to keep you focused on the voice. All right, perfect.
I just wanna watch TV. I'll stay in the pool and drown, so I don't have to watch you leave. I put on Survivor just to watch.
Mona, I had no idea you were this good at a singer. You're so fantastic. I love this. You need to be doing duos with Matt all the time. I love this. This is great. Now, when you really set me up, you're like, I don't know what to do with my stage presence. Look, for the song, you're doing great. That's it. You don't need to be selling like, hey, everybody dance now. You're doing great. You're just singing your song, you're leaning back, and people are just enjoying. So that's it. Like, straight away, you're doing right. Good job. But I'm gonna try and skip through to see different parts of the performance so I can find where you might be like shy about it.
See me on TV. All of my friends. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem.
See, everyone loved it. There you go.
It's always me.
Okay, so first rule of performing, if everyone's gonna clap, and especially your open mic, and you just be like, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Always thank people. It's a really easy thing to do as a performer, but just definitely say thank you. Thank you for listening and clapping. People don't have to clap. And when people do it, always thank them. Obviously, if you're playing like a 3-hour show, don't thank them every single song, but like in this situation, when someone does do something and like responds to you and you did a good job, acknowledge that they acknowledged you, and that will be the first thing to improve for stage stuff. You did say something here, and because now you're like waiting. You know, if you open up the conversation so they thank you and then you thank them, this is how I open up conversations with people in the crowd. And that I like see someone who claps, and then I always go one step further. I'm like, what's your name? And then I get their name. And then they're like, yo, my name is like Jack. And I'm like, Jack, I love you, man. Thank you. And then we move on to the next song. And then I usually throw their name into the song halfway through, especially if it's like a love song. And I'd be like, I love you, Jack. And then they'll be like, whoa. But that's like next level if you want to get into that. But I would highly recommend you don't do that. But you can take it to the next level of being like, well, they've opened up to enjoying it. And then you can then connect with them again and be like, thank you. And then you can make a joke and then shout out to our #1 musician behind the desk, you know, pushing play on the backing track. Let's hear the next song. And like little things like that, you can learn to connect with the crowd in that way. You can like crack a joke, you know, about stuff like that. So that is like things that I do. You've seen me do it at my shows, that I will like take the piss out of whatever I'm doing. You know, be like, oh, here's another like, you know, 3 chords and the truth, and bang, and I'll play another country song. So
I don't want to.
okay, so this is like, if right now, Mona, just because I know you've just been getting back into singing and doing that kind of stuff, I think you're doing everything right. Focusing on the inputs, which is just like focus on your singing and do your singing great, is all you need to do. And then the stage presency stuff, that happens once you feel like this is a you thing, not a the world thing. When you feel you have enough evidence to show that, like, in your mind, like, I've sung this song like 300 times. I know I'm going to do a great job. I'm going to hit at least 80% of it correct. I am comfortable stepping away from it being perfect and then learning my skill to engage the crowd while I sing the song. So right now, just keep doing what you're doing because it's fantastic. And then in between the songs, you know, you can start to practice talking to people while on stage and like break down that uncomfortable barrier that you might have between like, oh, can I like have banter? Can I like talk smack? Can I engage with someone and find out their name and things like that? And then that will be like the first step. And then once you do feel very confident with your singing, then what I would suggest you do is start to learn to experiment with like looking into the crowd and then like so like I don't just like off the bat just like go hard and like attack someone while I'm on stage. But what I will do is once I've got their attention off of one song, then I will use that as like, okay, I've got a bedrock of me bantering, you know? And like you've seen me do my shows where like, especially when I did the acoustic set at the last country night, and it was like, I played the first song. I didn't jump on and be like, woo woo, who's everyone doing, blah, blah. I was just like, went in and played my song. And then once people liked it, I let them jump in into like, we got into the ecosystem and then they were comfortable and I was like, oh. And then I was paying attention throughout the song. So this is one thing as well. Pay attention throughout the song at who is responding to what you're doing. So a lot of the times singers will just like kind of like go off into their own world of singing. And whereas what you want to do is once you're confident enough that you're like, hey, I don't need to do that. Because sometimes it's like a barrier for them to be like, okay, I feel safe here by not looking. Because sometimes when you're looking, you're not seeing the reaction you might want. So some people might be like, oh, that person's talking while I'm singing, or that person is like looking away while I'm singing, or that person's on their phone while I'm singing, like, and they will be discouraged. But that I want to encourage you that is normal, and people have the attention spans of fish in these days. And so they will be on their phone. They will, at the beginning, they'll be like, yeah, let's go. This is a sick song. And then after like 10 seconds, they're like, what's happening on Instagram? What's happening over here? Oh, I need a drink. Oh, I'm thirsty. I need to go pee. Did my girlfriend message me? Hey, does that guy like me? Did I do my washing? They're thinking a million other things. And we want to, as musicians, want other people to be like, hey, you guys listen to, I'm pouring my heart and soul into this microphone. You guys got to love it. And they don't. They don't care. And so that's where I would say pay attention to what they're doing and then find ways to be like, okay, I see that person responded to when I did that, so I'm going to lean more into that and then see what happens here. And then, I mean, obviously right now you're playing 2 songs at an open mic night, so it's like you kind of have a scripted way that you're going to be doing the performance. But if you were unscripted, so say you were gigging with Matt, you know, you guys would find the spontaneity of like, hey, this person really liked that song and reacted. So now I'm going to do X thing. Because like I hear someone react to a Taylor Swift song. I'm like, well, I could play Taylor Swift. I could play country music. Or they really liked that R&B thing that I did. So boom, I'm going to give them, you know, just the 2 of us and then something else like that. That's how I think. I'm like, oh, I will be fishing for reactions through songs. And then as soon as I see someone react to something, like maybe I see someone react to a little bit of a guitar thing that I did. I'm like, oh well, you are about to get slammed with a massive guitar solo, and then they're like, oh my god, it's like the guy was like in my mind listening to like what I wanted, and it's like it's just because you just pay attention. So stage presence is a skill. It is not like a woe is me, like, oh my god, I feel it, I am an entertainer or whatever. It's like you just train yourself to pay attention, and then once you train yourself to pay attention, then you will train yourself to like, okay, I'm learning to recognize where people like things and don't like things, or where do I get people's attention? Maybe do I sing a really high note and then that gets their attention, so they like vocal acrobatics, maybe I do more of that, or learn songs more like that. And so that will inform, like, it's not a you do it in this show and then that's like it. It's like you get all the information from that show, and then you will put in the work during the week or the months, and then you will be able to build out your set list, you will build out your song list, and you'll find better ways to like bring in the best of what you saw people react to, and then you do more of that and do less of the stuff that like disconnected them. So that's something that that took me a while to learn. And then once I did it, it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to do everything that everyone wants. And then it turned out that that works. Crazy concept, right? Do what everyone wants, and then they're really happy. and then you get paid. But if it's like more for your art and stuff, yeah, you're doing the right things right now. So I wouldn't overthink it. But the only thing that I would suggest to you do is that when you finish a song and people acknowledge you, acknowledge them. Always like go above and beyond for other people, and don't try and be like, yeah. Like, you don't have to be like that. Just straight up, just be like, thank you so much. What's your name? And then they'll tell you their name. You're like, fantastic. Well, here's another Billie Eilish song for you. I hope you like it. Boom. Yeah. We love you, John Mayer. I love you too. And then he plays a song. Like, so simple. Like, he doesn't do anything. But then when he does his full like rant, that was a bit weird. But John Mayer, like, if you think about stage presence, like, the best people that you want to learn from are stand-up comedians. Straight up. Because if you can learn from a stand-up comedian, just like watch the way that they do all their things, they are the kings of stage presence. And if you can do like 1% of what a stand-up comedian does, then you are done. Like, you are so good. Because if you can do like 1% of like a stand-up comics like skill, if you can do 1% of that in a music show, and if you get one smile out of someone or a little bit of a laugh, those people are not coming to your show for that. And if they see you perform and you can like make them smile or do anything like that, boom, everyone's in on your performance. And they love you that little bit more deeper. So in that moment in between these two songs, you had that opening to connect with everyone a little bit deeper. And so that's what I would recommend you take up for next time. But this is great. And it was so lovely to hear you sing, Mona. I love it. So cool. So cool. I want to hear you do a jam with Matt. Be wicked. All right. We got Charlie. So I need to double check. I haven't missed anyone. All right. We've gone. Let me go. We got Steven. Did Annie Roo. We watched Luke's one. We did Decca's one. We did watch Jack's. Watch Mona's. Watch John's. Watch Michael's. Watch Osman's. All right. Let's do Charlie. Okay. You saw me do a cover of Under the Bridge with my trio and you wanted to learn it. You know your singing's awful and the rhythm is shaky, but I messed up the intro. Just looking for ways to improve. All right. Let's go. Charmander rocks. Telly gang unite. Okay, this is going to help you out with the intro, straight up. So Under the Bridge intro. Really, really easy to sneak in. You just got to get this first chord shape, which is basically a C. You get your C chord and you slide it up to 5th fret. You already know how to do this. So you're just alternating between a D chord using the C shape, and then you're just playing an F sharp major chord, which is your E shape. And so you just keep that. If you can get really comfortable just moving through just those two shapes. If you can do that, that's the first step, and then you can add the extra stuff like and all you're doing is just like a descending line to then play that chord. Like that, you can just drop your pinky. And there, all I'm doing is just like, pretty much you doing a little chord shape here. You could do it like that if you want to do that. Ad block is trying to save us. You could do it like that. And then, but just pick those two shapes. And I think that will be straight away. Get really, really comfortable with them. It looks like you're trying to do that, but you can see how your knuckle is buckling a little bit. You just want to kind of be up on the fretboard, like you want to be up on the fret. I like to say you want to be on the fretboard like a spider. Like, you know how spiders are like, that's how you want to be on the fretboard. You want your knuckles to be up and not dropping and collapsing like that. That's like a sign. That's like you're losing strength there by doing that. So try to keep your knuckles up. And you only bring them down when you're doing bar chords.
Sometimes I'll feel like my only friend is to feel like sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
Yes!
Sometimes I feel like
My only friend is the city I live in.
the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry.
Oh, he brings out the pick now.
I drive on the streets 'cause she's my companion. I walk on the hills 'cause she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and kisses are ended. Don't ever worry, now that is a lie. And I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. And I don't ever wanna feel like I.
Okay, wicked. All right, so what we want to do for your singing and playing, pick which one you want to work on each time. But I love that you got the vocal rhythm. You're doing everything right. You got the vocal rhythm first, and you got the chord changes down, and I'm liking that. So for the verses, the next step for you is going to be, hey, I want to get better at. If I was you, I would just not even worry about making the guitar sound better. Just keep the guitar super simple, because no one really cares about the guitar part, except for guitarists. But majority of people want the vocal best. Always go vocal. Vocal is the most important part. And so what you want to do is just do the melody thing that we were talking about. Like, start hearing the melody. Da 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 do 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 do. Like, that's all you want to do. Is just practice like getting that vocal rhythm right. And if you feel like you can't get the melody right, you can do like a lip trill or things like that. And the fact that it's been like 3 people now where it's pretty much the same thing that needs to be done, I will record a course on singing either today or tomorrow, and I'll record it for you guys right away. Get it done. We were discussing this in the stream yesterday. I will show you guys. I will have like a course on exactly what you guys should be doing to get the vocals really, really good, and then technique exercises that I do whenever I'm struggling with like some vocal rhythm or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I would suggest you do for the verses. Now the choruses, the guitar part and your vocal rhythm are not connecting right now. You got to get that. You got that. And I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. So you just got to clean that up. Exactly what you do in the verses, do that for the choruses, and it will be fantastic. But and he's got the major 7 chord, love it. Yeah, so you just haven't locked in on that rhythm. So just sit down and practice that rhythm. It will take you like no time at all for you to get that. You're very close. You got to get that. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. So I think it's I don't ever wanna feel. So I don't ever wanna feel. Nah feel is where it comes in. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. So take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. So that will help you out. Try that. Figure out what it is for you, but just always focus on the vocal rhythm first, and then you'll be good. Nice. Dude, is that what he does? Is that what he does? I didn't even know that that's what he does in the song. I always go like, oh yeah, that's a G chord. Oh, makes fucking sense. Oh, this is an E. Oh, today I learned you could do that. That's very, very cool. Anyway, my mind has been blown. Thank you. You can always learn something, by the way. I've played that song a million times. You're the second student that I've had that has made me learn more of this song, because I used to play the song wrong for a very long time. So one of my students was like, well, the tab that I looked at, it does it like this way. I was like, look, I'm the guitar teacher. You're going to look at the tab, or you think the person who plays it all the time knows how to play it? And then I looked at the tab and the student was correct. And I was like, I stand corrected. Good times.
I swear I do some blood on the bridge downtown.
Yeah, cool. It looks like, no, you did it. Oh, you got it by ear? Oh, great job. Look, you're fantastic. So all it is just getting that vocal rhythm. So you did it right in the verses, and you got to do it in the chorus, and then in this outro, there's the under the bridge downtown, then under the bridge downtown, forgot about my love, under the bridge downtown, I could not get enough, under the bridge downtown, forgot about my love, under the bridge downtown. I gave my life away. Yeah, yeah. You did a solo at the end? All right, let's hear it. Oh, and you did a high part too. this is sick. Huge. That okay. Look, obviously, you know, we would want to get fancy as hell and you want to shred. But the thing that you did there, that is so hard and no one does. Very, very rare to see a beginner do, is you kept time. You did not lose where the chords were. So many people will jump in on the solo and they'll be like, boom, da, and like, look, I mean, I'm going to throw Luke under the bus. When Luke was meant to do this exercise, the soloing while playing, he did not stick to the rules, and you stuck to the rules. And Luke is obviously more experienced on the guitar. So, like, the rules are the rules. And you stuck to the rules and you crushed it. And you can see how very, like, guys, this is huge. This is really, 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 really important. Like, when you do not need to be super, the improv challenge. Okay, it makes sense that you did the improv challenge now. I love that. Man, I'm so proud of you guys for putting in the work when you do this. But it does not need to be simple. Boom, 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 boom. Like, dude, that is, dude, I'm really stoked. That is so good. So good. And like, when dude, what is this dude talking? Bro, get out of here, man. We don't talk politics in this chat. Later, bro. And he's gone. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, no. How do I ban someone? I love this. Let's go. Wait. I haven't figured out how to ban someone yet. I'll figure it out one day. Hide user in this channel. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Luan has learned how to ban people on YouTube. I'm figuring it out. Anyway. So, yeah, I loved it. Man, that's sick. So whenever I see you guys doing things, you got to understand that the ban hammer has been unlocked. Yeah. So the thing is, when I see you guys do stuff, wait, yeah, I should get some mods. I don't know how to make people mods on YouTube yet. Oh, I can just add you as a moderator. Can remove chats and put users in timeout. Oh, there you go. Simon, you're a moderator, and Luke's always in the chat, so Luke's a moderator too now. You guys are standard mods. You guys can test things, but just don't delete other things. But yeah. Dude, another guy. What's with the politics in the chat? Anyway, we're getting distracted. I'm just going to ignore these people that talk dumb things. So yeah, when I see you guys do this hard work and you guys do improve, these little things, they're like the seedlings for you guys crushing it in the future. And like, that's what matters the most. It's not about you guys being amazing, because like no one's ever amazing. And you guys putting in like these little things where you nail the timing here or naming there, like that's what we want, man. Like, that's it. So I'm very proud of you guys. Like, great job. Like, really, really good job. All right. Is that it for everything? I think we're done. There's no more posts left, right? It looks like we finished it all. And if you guys want to, in the comments, just like comment and let people know what you thought was awesome about their stuff. Oh, we got Simon. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't forget Simon. I was just messing with him.
Hey guys, how are you doing? So I was just watching Luan's stream.
The classic Simon intro.
And I forgot to post for the Feedback Friday. Feedback Friday. It's not Friday today, but whatever. So I'm not going to be using
It's Feedback February.
I decided I no longer want to learn how to use a pick. So yeah, let's go. I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore. I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore. I don't know what it's like to land always to your door. I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore. I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore. Not sure if I really ever could. Hold on to your hotel key in your bedroom neighborhood. Are you sleepwalking in Hollywood? I'm gonna steer clear, burn up in your atmosphere. I'm gonna steer clear, 'cause I'd die if I saw you, die if I didn't see you there. So I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore.
All right, sick. Okay. First thing off the bat, Simon, we need to jump back in. So I need you to practice singing the guitar part again, because I don't think you did it in the. I think you nailed it with the pick, but for some reason here it doesn't feel correct. The timing is slightly off, but there. I think you're gonna get a lot better. Just keep. I want you to practice the guitar part. I would start singing it a lot and get that better. But I mean, you've done a lot better. I'm gonna steer clear in your atmosphere. John Mayer. I need to double check this, because you've done the same mistake twice now, and I want to double check that I'm not incorrect. I'm actually making a mistake.
I'm gonna steer clear.
Okay, you're connecting. That was the thing that was throwing me off. You're connecting clear before, like with the chord. In these, we go, I'm gonna steer clear chord instead of steer clear. It sounds like you're like pushing the chord too much. So yeah, I think that you did it quite rushed. All right, cool. Well, you know what's. Does that make sense? He goes, I'm gonna steer clear chord, da 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 boom da da up in your chord. So there's like a lyric chord instead of lyric and chord at the same time. Don't fall into that trap, because that's a really because he's singing the big hook, and then I think you're missing that, and that was the only thing that was throwing me off on that. So even there, see you there. It's like a really subtle thing that he does in the lyrics. So go back and listen to his recording, and you'll see that he definitely doesn't do it on the beat. Like the lyric and the chords are, the lyric and the guitar are separated slightly. So I don't think I'm gonna go to LA anymore. Bonga. Yeah, this is fine.
lost in the boulevard night. Without your voice to tell me love you, take a ride. Pretending the two is the loneliest sides. I'm gonna steer clear, burn up in your atmosphere. I'm gonna steer clear, 'cause I'd die if I saw you, die if I didn't see you. I'm gonna steer clear, oh, burn up in your atmosphere. I'm gonna steer clear, 'cause I'd die if I saw you, die if I didn't see you. See there, think I'm gonna stay in the grave. Think I'm gonna stay.
Okay, cool. I love it. See there. Yeah, you're seeing it. You're hearing it now a lot more. Okay, Simon, so the before Saturday, because you can get this done before Saturday, I reckon. It'd be really wicked. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go and fix those two timing things, and then make sure on the Saturday you post when I'll make the post today for you guys so you can post in for the Saturday call. What you want to do is I want you to go through the whole song and don't do the lyrics and just do the do melody thing. Your melody is not on, like not as much as you want it to be. We want it to be very, very, very good. Like, by the way, I treat Simon differently to a lot of you guys. So, because Simon has a very big goal, and I humming you. I wouldn't hum the song. I want you to get actual notes out. I want you to do like do 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 do, and do it nice and slow. Do 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 do. Just get like make sure you need to know that those notes are as clean as you can. Do 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 do, or whatever it is. I can't remember. Da 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 no no. Do 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 no da da da. So yeah, that's what I would want you to do. Is just go as an exercise before you go and sing the song. Every time before you go to sing the song, go through the whole song and do it that way. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. And I think that will get you a lot more clarity in that vocal. I think it'll be massive, massive improvement. And then the song, I reckon if you do that for the next 2 days, yeah, maintaining but it's also the cool thing about it is it really like makes you aware like, oh, I am singing the same melody note. Because sometimes you'd be like, oh, it's a lot more than it is. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you do those two things, Simon, and then in our Saturday call, you have that recorded for us, then I would like to see the difference that it makes in 2 days. So that'd be very, very cool. I would love to see that. That'd be awesome. Really, really good job. But, and your picking, I prefer your picking than your finger picking here. The picked version that you did sounded better. You're also pretty sick. All right. All right. Use the excuses, man. Use the excuses if you want. I used to be sick and I still had to sing 3 shows. I showed up. People still thought I was awesome. You don't want to learn pick anymore? Okay. Yeah. Don't worry then. F the pick. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it. Whoa. I don't know what just happened there. Boom, boom. Back to 100. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. for that one. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So we're going to do these every month. So take everything that I taught you over the month. If anything helps you, go crush it. If you guys really like what that was, we do that every week inside the practice room, which is over here. This is where we all hang out and do our thing. 10 members. Did somebody just sign up? Oh, shit. Steven just signed up. What? Let's go. Oh my God. Steven, welcome. Oh my God. Steven's in the chat. All right. Well, welcome, Steven. That is so cool. We hit 10 members in here. So yeah, if you guys want extra help, this is going up to $5.99 a year on Saturday, on the 7th of, or Friday, sorry, on the 7th of February, it goes up. Wow, that's so awesome. Simon just joined. Hell yeah. I mean, sorry, Steven just joined. That's so cool. All right, perfect. That's amazing. Well, yeah. So the that's where we do it every week. So whatever I just did now, we do that every week. But we hop on a Zoom call and we actually get to know each other. So that's why I know Simon and I know Luke very well. So if you guys want to get extra feedback, you're more than welcome to join. But it goes up to $5.99 a year on Friday, the 7th. So yeah, we were doing a half price deal for everyone in the school for a long time. And so now I'm pretty keen on leaving it as for the Improv Challenge. Is it only vouchers? Dude, do whatever you want, man. I don't honestly. Simon, there's no rules in here. Just post whatever you want. Like, jump in and shred and have a good time. You guys sharing your music is the goal. But like, obviously sticking to the challenge would be nice. Because it would be nice to see you guys do that. But if you feel like you want to share music the other way, do it the other way. I don't care. Like, you do you. So, yeah, we will do feedback again in March. So I'm going to try and aim for it to be the first week of March. That give up song is impossible. What do you mean, Steve? You can totally do it. You can totally. Hey, thank you for joining the practice room, and I'll send you a message because we're gonna have a one-on-one call. Do I ever plan on doing discounts back to $2.99? No, I will only raise it higher. Like, it will only, because you're signing up for a year. Like, this is not for a month, but I might add monthly. So with the $5.99, I might make it like monthly. You can sign up for $99 and then you can upgrade to the annual plan if you want to. Yeah, $2.99 is a steal. I was just doing it because everyone has been so amazing in helping me build the product. But I would ideally, personally, I'm going to try and like make it as expensive as possible, because in my opinion, the feedback class is very good and you're doing it for a year. So you're basically crushing it over a year. Like, I mean, you guys just do what we just did today. We just do that over a year every week and you just get really, really good. And so it's like, I just don't really believe in like, you're going to get really good in a month. But like, I might make it optional. Like, you guys can sign up for a month, but there's the way school does it is really cool. So you could sign up for a month for $99. And then if you decide towards the end of the month, you might want to upgrade to annual, it will discount that $99 that you already paid. And then you would only pay $500 or whatever. And so to pay for the rest of the year, or you could play for 2 months and then you like the second month you might want to upgrade to annual, and then you're like, all right, actually I'm going to upgrade to annual after the second month, and then it will discount it from what I'm pretty sure it discounts it from whatever you paid. I only know this because I joined another community and they and I already had paid $99 that month, and then I was like, nah, this community slaps, and then I was like, I'm going to upgrade to an annual, and they discounted me. So it's a really, really cool cool system. So I think it'd be nice. I had a free trial going for it, but I don't like the free trial because there's a lot of upfront work that I do with you guys. So like when you join, I'm going to have a chat with you guys one-on-one, figure out what your goals are, do all the things. So then that puts in a really good lens of like how I'm going to give you feedback, because like if you're young and you're just having fun, or it's a hobby for you, then I'm going to give you feedback different to how Simon gets feedback. Like Simon, I know what Simon wants to do. He wants to get a scholarship to Berkeley and he wants to build a career out of music. So when I talk to Simon, I'm like, hey, you know, remember the hat that you've got on that you said you wanted to do this thing? Well, you need to like commit to it. You can't like do it a different way. So I'll be a bit more harsher. I'll be a bit more like on what I would give him. But if some other person in the community is like, hey, I just want to get better as fast as I can, then I'm going to give them feedback to help them get better as fast as they can, but not to be like, hey, you don't need to do what a professional does. You just need to get better. And so that's pretty much all we do over the year. So that's how it works. But yeah, if it helps you guys, you truly, if you can't afford it, like I said, like I understand for a lot of people it is expensive, and that's why we are doing these monthly ones, because a lot of people just can't do that. So how many hours do you have before the price increase? I mean, February 7th Australia time. If you miss it by a day, just message me, and I can figure it out. If I happen to have raised it and you're like, no, I actually really, really want to do this, then just let me know. But like if you reach out in like a week or two and be like, bro, I really want to do this, can I do it for 2? I won't be like, no, you can't do that. But if it's like within a day or a couple of hours, like, and you miss it, just be like, bro, I really wanted to do this, I just couldn't organize myself in time. So yeah, you can do it that way. But these monthly Q&As are definitely going to be useful enough. Like for a lot of you guys could just do the monthly ones and it'll be enough to get you going. But the weekly ones that we have in the practice room, that's where, like, if you want to just get good really fast over a year, it's great. Like you can ask the boy, like ask everyone. I mean, ask Luke and others. You can just DM them and be like, hey, what did you guys think of the practice room? Because they've only been in it for a month. So they've already been improving for a month and they've got another 11 months to go. I feel like, I mean, just like speaking from Luke's experience, I feel like Luke has like completely, I think Luke got his value for money within the first 2 sessions. Because back when I used to teach guitar, it was like $150 an hour. And it's like, he was there for like, we had chats, we sat down there for like 2 hours one day. And we were just talking about music and really like diving into the nitty gritty of how he can approach his vocals and do all that kind of stuff. So, you know, sometimes heaps of people show up, sometimes not a lot of people show up. So it all depends. So right now is like the cheapest it's going to be and the best value for money, because there's not a lot of people in there. So we get to like sit down and really like talk. I mean, David as well, he's been in the chat. I haven't seen him in a week or two, but the few sessions that David did, he got so good over the past like 3 weeks. He got way tighter with his looping and I'm so impressed with it. It's really, really cool. Anyway, enough talking about that, but thank you guys so much. I really love this. And so I will go through the VOD and I will find the timestamps and I'll send you guys the timestamps and then you guys can like post in there and do your thing. All right. I will chat to you guys very, very soon. Stay safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our music live stream. Let's go.